4 years ago, the Nazi beast got loose and rampaged across Europe, conquering all it could. Now, the conquered wait for invasion, for ships and airplanes to put an army ashore in France and drive the beast back to Berlin. Ahead of the invasion, we have parachuted in to help the French resistance. We must unite them into an army, creating mayhem behind the front lines. We are called the Jedburghs. Our mission is classified.
Hey guys, I'm Janet on occasion, and today we are playing a demo which is set to come out on the Nextfest on Steam on the 9th of October, I believe. But this is classified France 44, and it's Xcom, but fighting Nazis, which is awesome. I mean, that's a great combo, right? So we're going to fight some Nazis. Let's start the demo.
We're parachuting into France to make contact with the resistance. We're a 3-man team with orders to set the country ablaze. I'll introduce you. Tom King, a strung-out Britisher who likes explosives a bit too much. Vincent, our scout, a quiet Canuck. And myself, Willard Cassidy, who runs this outfit on a captain's salary of $200 a month. My heart belongs to the Lord, but I am going into the shadows to fight a godless foe. We drop. Things immediately go wrong. In high winds, we get separated, blown apart, well away from the drop zone. Tom and I land close together. No sign of our resistance contact, but the area's flush with crowds. After we ditch our chutes, Tom and I find a farmer's barn to hole up in and check our bearings. We should hold tight here till the heat's off.
The Fuhrer's flying monkeys have other plans?
Oh, so much for a warm welcome.
Okay, so movement. Move using the move button. Done. I am crushing it. War is easy. So switch to Tom King, pressing tab.
Yes?
Let's move him up as well. We have action points. Action points are the amount of actions you can do in points. And backspace to end the turn. Simple enough.
Swell, a target.
Hot diggity daffodil, I get to kill people. I love doing that. No wonder they pushed me out of a plane. Okay, stealth attacks. So this is a mechanic I really enjoy. I think this is really quite fun. So yeah, click to attack. So what this is actually kind of quite elegant as well. You just click next to something with the weapon equipped, and it just assumes you want to attack the thing next to where you're going, which is, you know, a lot of tactics games aren't that simple. They can be a bit clumsy with that sort of thing. So here, yeah, this is the mechanic that I'm really enjoying, the ambush meter. So every time you silently kill an enemy, it fills up a little bit. When it fills up completely, you launch an ambush, you get an extra turn out of it. Which I think is kind of cool, because it means you can't wipe out every single enemy by just cleverly sneaking around. At some point, you know, no matter how good you are, the enemy are going to pick up on it and you are going to have to fight them. At least in this kind of mission. I think there are some missions which actually allow you to just be stealthy throughout, which I think is kind of cool that they do that. But I do like the idea of maximising the amount you can take out silently, and then you get to kick into gear and start shooting people, and you get that extra sort of surprise round. I think it's a really elegant solution. Sort of a nice in-between, you know, lets you sort of be sneaky and clever, but it doesn't just sort of allow you to ignore combat entirely, which yeah, it'd be a bit silly really if you could do that.
They're on this place like flies on shit.
And yet we can rotate the camera, zoom in and out. All very
Sounds like a good excuse
typical.
to make a mess.
Right, so we're going to move to here. Eventually. Okay, there we go.
Heidi-ho, I got a target.
While in bushes, undetected allies are invisible. Okay, so we're going to stab this guy. We're going to stab him from here.
Nope.
I have to actually click and do it.
Chew on that.
Was ist das?
He's taken a shine to you, Willard.
So, suspicious noise. So we're still hidden, right? We're still hidden. And the turn isn't over yet, so he's not going to act on the fact that he could hear things. But it's kind of nice that it creates these situations where it's turn-based, but it feels like you're doing these things simultaneously, which is kind of the point, right? That's sort of how it's supposed to work. You know, people aren't actually taking turns doing war. That would be silly. So I think this is a nice way to simulate that.
Weapons free.
During the ambush turn, your team gains bonus accuracy on their shots. And well, we filled up our ambush, so the ambush is kicking off. Alright. Select your hip fire action. Only costs 1 AP. Use to rush down your targets and engage them at close range. Or just shoot them. Or just press space to shoot them. Our AP is on the left, by the way, here. As you can see, 12 AP on each one. So AP lets you do shooting and things, but also moving takes AP. So AP is just all of your actions. Okay, shot him with the trench gun. Kill confirmed.
Barely on solid ground and we're already painting the fields red.
Okay, so that's going to cost us 4 AP. You can see we're down to 8. And we're going to Overwatch. So it lets you pick where to Overwatch. You see. And one thing this game does, which is amazing, well, we'll see, but Overwatch is brilliant in this game. It's something that I've wanted Xcom and all Xcom likes to do for the longest time. And you're about to see it, and it's amazing.
I have a target.
Overwatch, shoot or hold. You get to say whether to actually act or not. How good is that? The amount of times I'll Overwatch in a game knowing that there's something very threatening that I need to kill before it gets near, and then some other, you know, some other dickhead will walk out from behind a rock, and then suddenly I waste all my overshots on that guy. You know, I find it really annoying. This game doesn't have that. This game actually lets you pick your targets. Obviously, if you say no, then it could just be that no one else walks in your line of sight, and you've wasted the Overwatch, but, like, I think it's great that it's up to you. So, anyway, we are going to attack him.
Bad idea, amigo.
Yeah, I think that's really fun. I think that's a really nice
Tom, you got a shot on
thing
him?
that this game does. I'm amazed more games haven't done that.
I've got an angle.
Okay, low cover objects at or below waist height are low cover. 30% chance. Well, 30% negation on your chance to hit. So we're going to hip fire first, because it wants to show us that we're not going to hit him. There we go. But it did hit his morale.
Missed, but I spooked him.
My turn.
Regardless of whether a shot hits or misses, deals morale damage to the target. When any unit falls to 50% morale or below, they are suppressed. Suppressed have half the AP, and they have reduced accuracy, deal less damage. So he's proper spooked. Aimed fire is costly but accurate. You suppress your targets and pick off enemies at range. We should be able to hit it because it's a tutorial, and this... Oh no, this isn't the one it decides. No, that's the one that says it's broken. Sorry, it's still pointing out how morale works. So he'll skip his next turn. So he's not about to do a thing next turn now. Again, really straightforward.
He's broken. See if you can
Really
flank him.
easy system to understand,
Roger that.
which I enjoy quite a lot, I must say.
Ich werde flankiert.
Reloading. Press R to reload. Nice.
Reloading.
That cost us 6 AP.
Locked and loaded.
Flanking basics. Units who are not benefiting from cover are considered to be flanked. Cover icons turn red when flanked. When flanking is suppressed on broken unit, shots then deal critical damage, which again is a really nice way to avoid the constant, like... I don't know, flanking can be a bit annoying in games like this sometimes, where it's just sort of... yeah, it encourages you to put yourself sort of at risk, but it's odd that it's going to be like a giant bonus when you don't get that bonus when enemies are like running around, you know, with like an Overwatch or anything. So I think it's kind of nice that like if they are suppressed and everything, they're not going to react to you flank them. They're just, yeah, they're a sitting duck. So I think that's, it feels kind of clever. You know, you have to properly set it up,
I see you,
which is
darling.
nice. Okay, so more than 45 degrees away, you see, we're more on this side than this side.
Roger. That's more like
Which
it.
slightly different to other
Good shot.
games of this sort. Because a lot of games will literally just be like, if you're covering against, like, you know, this crate, then it's everything in a line from the crate. But it's more 45 degrees in like 45 degree sections, which, again, it's intuitive enough, but slightly different to XCOM and similar other games.
I see a straggler around back.
Okay, so it wants to sort of get ready to flank him,
Clear that house out.
which is a
Pronto.
bit silly, because he could easily just jump over the fence and
I'll
shoot
find
us.
another way in.
But, you know, he's not going to do that. Because it's the tutorial. Alright, so let's open this. It's going to cost us a couple of AP. I'm going to get into high cover. And then we're going to shoot this guy.
Wilco. Last round. I need a refresh.
Alright, good job. High cover, 60%. 6% reduction in accuracy. Pretty significant. Which is why we want to avoid it here and just shoot this guy from here. Good stuff.
Try. Gotta reload. Clear?
Clear. Aside from all the bodies, of course.
Then let's move out. We gotta get to that rendezvous.
Indeed. Vincent must be worried sick.
Alright, mission accomplished.
After we escaped the dry gulch in the barn, we had to lie low while Adolf's fan club hunted for us. Tom and I shake off the Germans. We strike out to try and find Vincent and our resistance contact, Charles. Vincent's chute came down somewhere near a German radio station. I think things are about to get hotter. So, we're here on the map. No sign of Tremblay or Belanger. They should have been here by now.
Jockey, this is Rocket. The Krauts have us pinned. We need backup immediately.
They're holed up at a radio station. Looks like we got a rescue on our hands.
Okay, select a mission. The map is divided into 10 regions, each with 3 segments. Highlight a region to learn about its ability. A new mission will appear in your current region of Picardy. Select the mission to continue. And so here we go. Here's the different sorts of missions. So assault missions begin in combat. Ambush missions begin in stealth with an ambush meter, which is what we just did. And then there's stealth missions begin in stealth, unlimited stealth kills, and no ambush meter. Which kind of makes me wonder sort of how that works. So you don't get the ambush meter, I guess, because you don't get rewarded for springing a trap eventually. I guess you're just in combat and likely to get killed to bits if you do get caught on a stealth mission. Maybe, I don't know. Hopefully we'll find out. But I do like the different types of mission. I think that's just nice, you know, a nice concept at the very least. Hopefully we'll learn more about, you know, not just it in concept, but broadly how it's going to be. So we are going to deploy over here. You can see here in Picardy, we have a hospital. So we'll be able to get that at some point. I think when we have all 3 of the regions within it, then we get the bonus. So the time for the Cure Injuries task is reduced to 2 days. We don't really know much about what that is yet, but I mean, hospitals heal people. It feels intuitive. So, Deadly Rendezvous. Cassidy and King have located Tremblay. However, he's pinned down with your French contact, Belanger. Rally your men and drive the attackers back at all costs. Cool. So, plenty of objectives. And we're going to throw in our squad. Alright, let's do it.
Vincent's pinned down.
There's too many. We need backup.
There's an
Get
awful
him out
lot.
of there.
Okay, so we're going to move to here. That's going to tell us about skills. Using a skill puts it on cooldown, meaning it cannot be used again for a set number of turns. Rally restores morale of all allied units. So let's do that. Here we go. So this I really enjoy as just like, I don't know, thematically this is really good. Because these guys have bad morale, but they have no idea that we're here, right? Now we've shown up, we can use our rally skill.
Boys, the cavalry's arrived.
I've never been so happy to hear an American.
So there we go.
Let's light them up.
Unprotected units in the blast radius are automatically hit, by grenades that is. Units in the larger frag radius are less likely to be hit, but still take full morale damage. Sounds useful to me.
Heads up, Krauts.
Okay, good stuff. Now we're going to move, whoops, all the way over to here. Spray zones. Each weapon has a cone of fire, which may cause damage to other units other than your intended target. Luckily, we've got a big old shotgun. And it looks like that's going to do the job.
Message from the king.
Here goes nothing.
Sidearms. Firing a sidearm is often cheaper than reloading your primary weapon. This makes them a good backup option and a cheaper means of attacking weakened or stationary targets. So this is going to work out great. So we're going to click on our M1911 and we're going to switch some targets to this explosive barrel.
Confirm.
Bloody good shot.
And that is historically accurate. If you shoot anything red with a gun, it explodes. That's what video games have taught me. I have no reason to doubt it. Okay, aim. Select your aim to fire action. We're going to aim at this man. Darn. Oh no, we've been flanked. Doesn't look good for this guy. Well, Tremblay.
Oh, I'm in a real bad way here.
Vincent is wounded. Gavarem, mes amis.
Okay, downed allies. When health of an allied unit is reduced to 0, they become downed. A downed unit cannot act for 3 turns. After that, they'll stand up again. Which, I know, sounds like, oh, that's pretty easy, isn't it? No. Not entirely. Sidearms flanking. All sidearms are hip-fire weapons. This provides more flexibility to flank with characters whose primary weapon is limited to aimed fire, which it is in the case of the carbine.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm low on ammo.
Okay, we're going to move here and kill this guy, apparently. Again, with the sidearm. Handy, because we're charging in. It's good to use the sidearms, I guess. All sidearms have the disruption ability. It means all shots with your sidearm will cancel the target's Overwatch, even if you miss. Which is quite clever. I kind of like that as a thing. Just like a cheap way to stop them from being able to get reaction shots. Okay, we're going to move over to here.
This may sting a little.
And we hold left click. Approach revive allies. Yep, so we hold left click.
Yes.
Then we don't have to wait the full 3 turns.
Thanks.
Take care. You cannot afford another wound like that.
So what's the downside? When a unit is downed, they become wounded. If a wounded unit is downed again, they will retreat from battle. So no permadeath, as far as I can tell, in this game. Unless maybe if they retreat, they can still take entry. I don't know. But it seems like there's no permadeath, so you can really get to know your folks. But, I mean, you can still just lose missions, right? So, I don't know. Permadeath isn't necessary a lot of the time. I find a lot of Xcom style games really lean into that. But I think it should be about, well, I mean, I don't think it should be, but I think it can just be about trying to complete a mission. And if you fail that mission, then you don't get the rewards for that mission, right? And so you can still lose in the grand scheme of things. The grand campaign can still be lost, but you'll not have to just replace troops for the sake of it. It means that each person can have a little bit more personality, potentially. So, I don't know, I'm cool with it. But I know that is a point of contention for a lot of people who like these kind of tactics games. It's like, no, I need to be recruiting 10 new guys every single mission to replace my casualties, or I'm not having fun. But, I don't know, I like it this way. Well, I like it this way too. Either way's good. So snipe fires a shot that reduces enemy cover and boosts your critical hit chance. This skill is great at flushing out well-defended or tough targets. Is that right? Let's quite good at murdering Nazis as well, I suppose.
Reinforcements! We're not out of the woods yet.
Yeah, so 2 turns they're going to show up.
Regroup! We gotta hold them back.
The mission will often attract the attention of enemy reinforcements. Oh no. Enemies do not attack on the turn they arrive. Use this to your advantage and destroy them. Alright, I'll certainly give it a go.
I better patch myself up.
Ah, yep, still in tutorial. So there's a little med kit over here. Some items in the world can be collected.
Just what I
Like
was
so.
looking for.
So medkits, it uses them immediately when you pick them up. Go to war. You're free to fight. Oh, good. Saving and loading is now enabled. Right, so we need to finish the mission, which means defeating these reinforcements. Alright, let's just move. Let's move over here. I think that's a good spot for him. We're going to set up an Overwatch. I'm going to move... You know what, I'm not going to move. Let's just get the trench gun. Oh, actually, we'll reload it. Okay, we can reload it and... Whoops. And we can Overwatch. That'll do. Okay, this lad... I think we're going to move over here. Switch to the Thompson. Okay, I can't seem to... It doesn't say how much it costs to switch. Oh no, I'm already equipped with the Thompson, I think. Oh, I'm just being silly. Okay. I'm actually going to get him to jump out. I hope they speed up that animation a little bit. I think that could be a heck of a lot quicker. Yeah, because that takes quite a while. Okay, this game's set to come out in early 2024, so early next year. And then backspace to end the turn. Enemies.
I have a target.
Yeah, go ahead. Alright, good lad.
I see a target.
That guy's doing the running man. Yep, fire.
They're all pinned. Flank.
We killed him and broke both these guys. Okay, one guy's still going.
I'm full of piss and vinegar.
Okay, if you say so. Alright, cycle through enemies using equals, apparently? I mean, there's not much to cycle through. But sure. Okay, he's not in range.
Magazine's almost dry.
That's okay. You said almost dry.
Roger.
Krauts on the horizon. They're not letting up. We gotta get out of here.
Okay, one turn they're
If
coming
we
in from
destroy
here.
the radio tower, it might buy us enough time to escape.
I've
Mon
only been
Dieu.
in the country for an hour, and you're already speaking my language.
Demolitions. Interact with the demolition point to plant an explosive charge. Make sure you clear the blast zone before it goes off. Your mission objectives are marked with an icon denoting their importance. Primary missions... complete all primary missions to complete the mission. Yep. And we'll want to escape there later. That's the extraction zone. Okay. So, I suppose... Maybe this way. You have absolutely no ammo. Oh, absolutely no ammo, do you? Oh no, he used the rest of his AP over here, that's fine. I'm going to move over here. Remember, these guys aren't going to shoot the first turn that they're here. So I can be a bit cheeky, I reckon. Okay, good. And good. And yes, go ahead. Good lad. He's in the running man. And oh, check that out. We hit our own morale there, which is interesting. That's not something I'd really considered. Let's reload you. So I don't think more reinforcements are coming. But let's start heading to the extraction point. Because it looks like we'll be able to do that this turn. Certainly seems that way.
Get moving. She's gonna blow.
Okay, get to the extraction point. The extraction point is how you extract. Okay, moving on. And don't worry, this probably won't explode. More Nazis. It's alright, I'm going to ignore them. Ignore them until they, I don't know, invade Poland or something. Okay, let's open the gate. Okay, keep moving. One person's made to the extraction. Oh, was ist this? And we're away. Nothing to it. And then backspace to end the turn, which will end the mission.
Down, fellas.
Welcome to France, my friends.
I think I'm going to like it here.
An invasion is coming to free Europe from the Nazis. We're here to prepare the ground for D-Day. Our mission is to help the French resistance, to sabotage the Germans and build a secret army of patriots. We will form partisan groups behind enemy lines to tie up the Nazi war machine. When D-Day comes, they'll give our boys a chance to get ashore. That is our goal. Build a strong enough resistance to make this invasion possible. The clock is ticking. This is Willard Cassidy, out. We just got word of a couple of candidates for our team. There's an Australian guy who has parachuted in and needs a hand. We have a Moroccan Goumier who's desperate to fight with us. So, who gets the ticket for the Jedburgh Express, non-stop to Berlin?
Okay.
Now we are all safe, we should check our equipment.
Okay, some more.
Replacements are hard to find. Make sure you have everything you need.
Still more chit chat. So we can go to base camp and check on our boys. In the base camp, you will listen to characters talk, which recovers fatigue and boosts their max morale. Select a character to open their loadout, where you can modify the weapon skills and appearance. So fatigue, presumably, has some impact on either how they perform or your inability to send them on consecutive missions, I assume. So perhaps you get fatigued if you've had to retreat a mission. So like maybe that's the trade-off. Like you can't necessarily keep at full strength if you keep, you know, failing missions or keep having people knocked out. But again, I guess we'll see one of these days. Although it's that sort of mechanic where I only get to show you guys how it works if I do badly. So, you know, maybe we'll never see it. I don't know.
Willard, no more jokes. When will the invasion come?
You know as much as I do. Late spring, early summer. Soon.
You've seen the Sea de France. What if the Germans throw the invasion off the beaches?
Then I guess Eisenhower will try again. Look, Charles. Anzio showed we've gotten good at this. What's the worry?
That we repeat the... Then we have to wait for another campaign season, another year. That the Red Army will liberate France before the Americans.
You know, we Jeds are here as pathfinders. We're here to make it happen.
I know, but my fear is that we do not do enough.
Which, in French means we do not do an egg. True story. So we're gonna... I don't know. Do we need to customize anybody? Probably not. So you can see they all have different abilities, which is interesting. This guy has Rally, of course. He is our leader. He has Unwavering Conviction. Gains 30% morale after using an active skill. And then we have our Medic. Tom Crown King is our Medic. Weird that it didn't have us use... Or did it, actually? No, it didn't have us use Tom as the Medic. It had us use... Belanger, right? As the medic in that last fight. But anyway, whatever. All allies in range 1.5 recover 50% health. That sounds very nice. And Gambler's Fortune, a passive skill. He's immune to critical hits, even when vulnerable. That's nice. Which means you can sort of run him into the fray to go help people out without as much risk to him, which is kind of cool. Sniper, shoot your primary weapon with critical chance plus 40%. Target's cover bonus is reduced by 30%, which I'm pretty sure makes low cover completely obsolete, doesn't it? I think so. And unique skill. When shooting, Charles cannot deal damage or morale damage to an ally. That's nice. That's kind of cool. Because we did do a little bit of morale damage to one of our allies earlier, so the fact he can't do that is kind of cool. And also means he can be further back and still snipe people without having to always shoot over the heads of, folk. So I kind of like that. I think that's smart. Distraction, throw a pebble at target space. Unalerted enemies within range 5 will turn to face it. So quite good in stealth or ambush missions, not going to be as useful otherwise. And Indomitable, passive skill. Vincent cannot go below 1 morale, he will never be broken. That's very cool too. Well, there we go. And they all have different weapons. We've got one with a carbine, one with a trench gun, one with an Enfield, and one with a Thompson. Good range. Also, there is another weapon. We can we can give someone a Webley. Bloody love the Webley. Does more damage. Does more damage. Does less morale damage, somehow. Less ammunition, costs more to fire. So, there's certainly trade-offs. But there we go. Do we have another knife? Nah, just the one knife. We have satchel charges and sticky bombs, though. So that's kind of nice. So that explodes a turn after you use it. And this one has, I think, much less range. And does less morale damage, but it does more damage overall. So, better for armor. So, kind of cool. I like it. So there's some variety to your starting equipment. I'm sure we'll find other stuff to equip our boys with as we play. But yeah, pretty exciting stuff. So, let's go back to the map. So we have 2 missions to do. So we have this one, Operation Backlight, and we have Graveyard Shift. So this will get Ollie Johnson is a heavy. Oh, they're both heavies apparently. Moroccan-French Maquisard, named Sami Alami. So yeah, I don't know, kind of cool. So we've got two options. I don't know if one will cancel out the other. I mean, it's both heavies, which makes me wonder that if we don't help one, then we'll miss out on the other. Not sure. This guy does have dog face pants, which sounds brilliant. But anyway, we're going to do one of these next episode, guys. So if you're enjoying this, then please do comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.
We are called the Jedburghs. Our mission is classified.